Hi, I'm Caleb Hanson, leader of the Hanson Homes team here at Keller Williams Realty. So once you're ready to make an offer and we've gathered the negotiating context from the seller's agent, then we're going to work on doing a market value analysis for you. And our purpose here is to identify a reasonable price range based on market data. And this will help us to validate or invalidate what we're hearing from that seller's agent. We're going to begin by using some market trends. So we'll look first at the last 500 homes sold nearest the one that you're interested in. And we're going to gather some stats on how long people have been on market versus what list to sale price ratio they got. And that'll help you to know whether the particular home that you're looking at is likely to be overpriced or not based on how long it's been on market. We'll also look at the direction of the median price. So just to remind you, the median is the one that's right in the middle. So we'll look at the direction that it's going on a midline home in that market, and that will help us to understand more what to expect. We'll also look at inventory levels, so the number of homes that are available in that zip code. And then we'll look at something called months of inventory. And that's a ratio of how fast buyers are buying homes versus how fast sellers are bringing them onto the market. So the higher that number is, the lower demand is relative to supply, meaning that if it's a very high number, then sellers tend to outnumber buyers. If it's a very low number, it's the other way around. Buyers tend to outnumber sellers. Now, the balancing point is traditionally 6 months of inventory. So if we're in a 3 months of inventory market, that would be considered a hot, competitive, seller-favored market. And if we're in a market that has 9 months of inventory, that would generally be a buyer-favored market where there's not a lot of competition, or it's sellers in competition for a limited number of buyers. Once we've looked at all of those trends, then we can better understand the particulars of recent sales of comparable homes in that neighborhood. So we'll pull those records. Typically, we'll pull a 6-month history, and then we'll look at anything that just recently had an offer accepted as well. So those would be your pending or backup offer status listings. And then we're going to make some adjustments on those for the size of the home, for the lot size, room count, when those properties sold, maybe some differences in condition, or if there are any other significant differences in the features or benefits of those recently sold homes versus the one that you're interested in. And that will help you get a good idea of how an appraiser is likely to look at that information. So if you're using a loan, that's important to know because that might impact how the deal goes. And it will also help you understand how other buyers in the market are likely to understand that information. So all this puts you in position to make a really informed decision about what your offer price is going to be and how things are likely to go with that appraisal. And that helps to set you up then for making an offer officially, which we'll talk about in the next video. If you have any questions about this or about anything else real estate related, you can always reach out to me on my cell phone at 909-576-0695, and I look forward to connecting soon.